friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be talking about Virginia Woolf and her most celebrated novel, Mrs. Dalloway. I wanted to read Virginia Woolf for the longest time because of primarily two reasons. The number one reason being that I had not read anything in proper stream of consciousness mode like this book, and the number two reason being that I am biased towards female writers and especially the feminist writers, because these are not the kind of feminists who would simply smoke cigarettes to claim equality. We hardly acknowledge what they have done for us, but it is because of their fearlessness that things have become completely inclusive in today's scenario. Things has not always been so easier for us. In present day, if a woman wants to publish her work, I don't think she will face any difficulty on the basis of gender, but there was a time when publishing books for women was almost equal to a crime. And even if they published their work, they published it under a male pseudonym because it was believed that a female cannot produce something worthwhile that a man would read. So she had to take, the help of the male pseudonym to increase the reach of their work. Now coming back to Virginia Woolf, she had delivered some lectures in University of Cambridge in which she had invented a fictional character named Judith Shakespeare as sister of William Shakespeare. And Judith Shakespeare was equally talented as William Shakespeare, but she could not get any time to write because she was forced to do the household works and she could not manage to publish her works as well. She was forced to marry, which led to her elopement, and when she tried to perform on stage like her brother, she was made fun of because at that time in Elizabethan period, no woman was allowed to perform on the stage, and ultimately she died a very miserable death without getting any recognition. I always knew that Virginia Woolf writes very difficult books. That's why I was always intimidated by her writings, but finally I picked up Mrs. Dalloway. So let's start with our review without any further delay. The plot revolves around Clarissa Dalloway and a single day in her life. Clarissa Dalloway is a 51 years old high society woman and she is planning to host a party, and she successfully does that. That's all about the plot. Okay, the story is very different, so there is very less significance of the plot in this book because we get to know about everything through what is going inside the mind of the characters instead of the events that are taking place. Apart from Clarissa, there is one more character who is very important, named Septimus Smith. Septimus Smith has returned from World War I, and as a consequence of the war, he is suffering from shell shock. He also hallucinates about his friend Evans, who had died in the war, and ultimately he commits suicide. Both Clarissa and Septimus are suffering from mental trauma, but Clarissa is conducting herself like a normal lady throughout the book, unlike Septimus, of course. And all the characters in the book are thinking about all the major events in their life and all the major life decisions that they made and how those decisions impacted their present life. Clarissa had rejected the proposal of her friend Peter Wells to marry Richard Dalloway. And is she happy with her marriage? These are some of the questions that the readers as well as the characters ponder upon throughout the book. This book has been greatly influenced by life of Virginia Woolf herself because Virginia Woolf also suffered from bipolar disorder and ultimately she killed herself. Due to this reason, she has been able to depict the thought process of a mentally sick person so well, and also the role of society, like how the society has formed a clear distinction between sane and insane. There is no in between. The writing style of this book makes it very difficult to understand because the present events are constantly interrupted by the flashbacks of past, and those flashbacks are constantly interrupted by the present events. Not only this, the mode of narration is also shifting from time to time to third person omniscience to interior monologue to soliloquy. Stream of thoughts can jump from one episode to another episode without the knowledge of the reader, which makes the narration quite complicated. I would not recommend you to read this book unless you are a literature student or perhaps extremely interested in classic literature, because what is the point of investing so much time in something which is not going to make any sense. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, because a lot of effort goes in creating and uploading a video, especially when you are new to this YouTube journey. So even one appreciation matters a lot. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.